A lot of passive investors, especially when they're getting started, don't know what it is. And then even people who are experienced don't even know how these different preferred returns can be structured. And so, and this is an article I wrote for the June 2020 newsletter. And we talk about cumulative versus non-cumulative preferred returns. We talk about what's a true preferred return, what's a preferred return with operator catch-up, and what's the difference between a preferred return and preferred equity. And are there any situations where a preferred return could completely go away in a deal? And so we talk through that. And we also, we also do some nice little custom graphics and things like that on our newsletter so that we can have some visualizations for our investors. Well, I think the biggest thing is being able to keep track of the investors, because in the beginning, when you have, just a couple dozen or maybe 100 investors, it's not that hard to keep track of. And it's because, and if you know anything about email marketing, 56% is like phenomenal. Like people would die to get 56%, right? Most people in internet marketing are lucky to get like 10 or 15% open rates, and they would consider that a win. And so, but I still sometimes look at that and go, yes, but these are people that want my emails. They've reached out to us. We're getting, 75 to 100 new investor leads every month from our website. And so we're keeping track of a lot of those stats and making sure that, we can engage them. That's one of the reasons why we started our mailed newsletter, because we had, 45% of our investors that are not opening our email. So I look at it the other way. Like there's still 45% that are not opening it, and whether they're going to spam or they're just, deleting it or whatever happens. I don't know what happens sometimes, but we wanted to make sure we had another way to be able to reach out to them and, inform them of different opportunities. And that's actually another one of these. This is actually, for those of you who are watching the video again, another brochure that we put together. We mailed this. This is actually the investment offering that we send to our investors. And every investor we have a mailing address for, they'll get a copy of this, express mailed to them whenever we have an offering available. And that way they can be aware, we can pretty much ensure that they're going to receive this versus missing an email and then missing out on the opportunity.
I love that you keep a track of the metrics. And a lot of people don't collect home addresses and they're just all email based. So yeah, that's another thing that I would recommend for people to implement, at least in their practice, if they're starting, collect the home addresses as well. Mm-hmm. Now,